Good evening. Hello, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to Flowscope.tv and a special milestone scope this evening live from Stuart, Florida on Tuesday, April 11th, 2016. A special sunset and milestone scope this evening. Good evening, Luna Bell. Good evening, Kaimeko. Good evening, Osawenitz. Good evening, Hey Janae, good evening. Fluford, good evening. Welcome back. Millie Monaco, good evening. Welcome. Hello, good evening. Another sunset and a major milestone sunset this evening. Stick around. We got some beauty, but first, check this out. Look at this beautiful and gorgeous sunset this evening from Stuart, Florida. And welcome to Flowscope.tv. Nicolicious, good evening. Welcome. Bethany Stump, good evening. Patrick Perota, good evening, welcome. 2.5 million hearts, 2,000 followers, and Catch Picks featured today. What a major milestone day today. Good evening, everybody. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. If you're new to Flowscope, help us hit our 2,000 follower goal today by clicking that little head and clicking on follow, and stick around. My name's Sean Claesgens, and this is Flowscope.tv. Patrick, you got 10,000. I hope so. Whoever can help, we need the help. We're going for 2.5 million this evening. We're about 45,000 away. Different adventures. Thanks for sharing over to Twitter. Susan Sailboat, thanks for inviting your followers. Look at this magnificent and gorgeous sunset over Stuart, Florida, in South Florida, way down in the southeastern part of the United States. This sky is going to light up beautiful this evening. Stick around, don't go anywhere. If you know anybody, friends, family that can help, share it out. Now's the time. Hi, Connie from Sweden. Hello, Luna Bell. Welcome. What a gorgeous, magnificent sunset this evening. You know what? We have a major milestone day today. We were featured on Catch Picks. That was awesome. Thank you, Catch. And also, thanks, Jim, for sharing out to Twitter. Mrs. Calvert, good evening. Your sailboats. That's right, Susan. Here they are. Just for you. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to this major milestone. Awesome fun of living. I love it. Welcome. Good evening. Can I explain which real quick? Catch Picks. Yes, I will. Catch Picks. Catch.me is a website and service that actually captures live broadcasts such as Periscope and also Meerkat, and they capture them for you and archive them. Catch.me, Katch.me, and they're a website with thousands of Periscope scopers that, no, not .com, it's just Catch.me, Katch.me. In fact, I have over 500 archived replays there, but there are thousands of scopers who have their videos captured. This stream, for example, is being captured live right now by Catch. And in a few minutes after the scope is done, Catch.me will post that scope, an entire scope replay, as they do, and they house it, they keep it, and there's no charge. It's really cool, by the way. So if you're a scoper, if you Periscope, you definitely want to go to Catch.me and sign up with your Twitter credentials. Then when you go live on Periscope, they'll capture those videos for you and archive them for free. So you have a free replay that's available for your followers. And I've done that for a long time. What's special about, and we've been trending over the past few weeks, we've actually been trending several times, which means that we get to their front page at katch.me, catch.me. We've been trending, and that's awesome, and that in and of itself is fun. But the milestone today was super amazing, is that they featured us. They put us right at the top of the page and put us up as a feature on their page, catch.me. See, there's always catch.me/Sean Claesgens, which is our 500 replays, but catch.me put us up and featured us #1 spot, right on the top of their page. What a big day for us. You do see the comments and the heart total now on catch.me. It used to be you didn't, but now you do. Catch.me will show you the heart total. You can't tap the hearts, and like any replay, you can't comment because it's already done. But you can see the comments on catch.me. You can also see the heart total that the viewers tap during that Periscope. Oh, Bethany, Jason Stump must be your sister or brother. You must be Jason Stump's sister. Hello, Bethany. Welcome to Flowscope.tv. Good to see you. Loves to smile, laugh is Janae. Thanks for inviting and sharing it over to Twitter. I love you. Dale, I love you too, brother. Healthy Rachel, good evening. I'm glad you're healthy. We're hoping you're having a good day today. Listen, if you're new to Flowscope.tv, please do two quick things. One is very important this evening because we're trying to hit a milestone of 2,000 followers. We're very close. So if you're new, tap on that little head and become the 2,000th follower this evening. Nilsa Prats, good evening, welcome. The second milestone we're shooting for tonight is 2.5 million hearts. So if you wouldn't mind tapping that screen, we can hit these two milestones and make it a super special day in the history of Flowscope.tv. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. You are famous now. Healthy Rachel, you are famous. You are a Flowscoper, and Flowscope.tv is a project for and about humanity, human love, human joy, and this magnificent world we live in. And this is what we call an evening sunset scope. A quick scope to interrupt your day, interrupt your pattern, and say, I love you guys. Let's spend a few minutes and enjoy this magnificent and beautiful world we live in together. My name is Sean Claesgens, and this is Flowscope.tv. And if you're new, tap right here in the comments. Introduce yourself. Put your name, where you're from in the world. Hey, George. Hello, George. Welcome to Flowscope.tv. And then tap on that little head right there. Click on my profile and click follow and stick around. You know, every single day in the morning, we do a scope called the Morning Wake Up. And we come out in the world to show you something beautiful, something magnificent to see, to inspire your joy, your love, your awe, first thing in the morning. Well, if you're in the United States. Depending upon where you are in the world, it might just interrupt your day. But you know what? It will be beautiful, and we'll have something motivational to say. So I hope you'll stick around. My name is Sean Claesgens, and this is Flowscope.tv. Look at the balance of the sunset here and the gorgeous sky over South Florida. Thank you, Florida Makeup Girl. Maybe you'll be number 2,000. I gotta look. If somebody wants to check it out, that would be awesome. I do have a few things to say to the Flowscoper family. If you're new to Flowscope.tv, oh, Healthy Rachel, I'm sorry you're freezing. You mean you're freezing cold because you're up north? Or you mean the screen is freezing? Stunning, isn't it beautiful? Oh, Farkasmui. Oh boy, I don't know how to say your name, but you know what? If you are new, please introduce yourself. A lot of times the screen names are hard to go, but if you let us know who you are, what you like to be called, where you're from, that'll be awesome. Irene, hey Irene, Florida Makeup Girl. Everybody meet Irene. The Flowscoper family is an amazing family of awesome individuals and human beings. And every day we get together, every morning we do the morning wake up live about 7 a.m. Well, actually tomorrow morning it'll be 6:45 a.m. and I'll do a sunrise. This is the sun setting, or the balance of a sunset. I do have a GoPro hazmat. I'm working on it. A GoPro Hero 4 as a matter of fact, but I'm not using it right now. And I don't like to experiment with Periscope too much because I want to give you guys the best of everything. But I'm figuring it out, and I'll be back with it real soon. You know, I want to shout out to all the people who have tapped furious mad numbers of hearts and say thank you so much. Because everybody keeps asking, Jamie had a friend who has been a friend for many years who passed away with cancer, and there was a funeral today. So I hope that you're okay, Jamie. Our condolences. Yes, you know, Janae, one of our Flowscoper family, you see, love to smile and laugh. She's a cancer survivor. And so cancer does suck, you're right. It really does. Flowscope.tv is a project for and about humanity. and human love and human joy. And we love you, Jamie, and we're sorry, and our condolences for your loss. And we're here with you if you want to talk or you need anybody to talk to. And, you know, I think it's an important point that I'd like to say about that. Once the initial shock of losing somebody at a young age or in an accident goes by, I think that it's very important that we celebrate the life of the individual. You know, the effects of our lives are so potent, so meaningful. If you think about it, if you stop and think about it, every action, every thought, every interaction that ever existed really still does and goes on into perpetuity. And so when we pass, a lot of times we think of it as a loss and we apologize to people for their loss. But in reality, the loss is a hypothesized loss of what would have been had reality been any different. And realistically, I think too often the focus gets on the survivors who are left behind with their imagination of what the future would have been like had the person survived, as opposed to focused on the life of the individual that still survives today. And what I mean by that is that, you know, every action, and this is why it's so important, why we're mindful, every action, every interaction, everything we do every day really goes on into perpetuity forever. And I think that the reality that we often forget is that the life is whole. The human life is sacred, magnificent, and blessed. And so sometimes when we experience death close by with a family member or a close friend, it helps us to focus in on the value. In fact, I know for myself, I'll reevaluate my life sometimes. And if there's things that should be changed, they should be changed. But it can be used to, you know, the life that the person led that's no longer with us will always live on in its effects, just like your life. It's more important than we think these days. We forget, you know, we get caught up in, yeah, absolutely, Janae, you're here. You know, the beauty of it is you're here and you have pushed on. And I think you're here for a reason. Yeah, we don't know, right? So, in any case, I think that the most important thing that we can do is to be present with Jamie. Let her know our love. And I hope that, Jamie, you can be present with you. And you can use this to evaluate and use this in memory of the life that you had. And if you want to talk, or any of us, I'm sure there's many Flowscoper family that will be here for you this evening. So, anyway, I got off on a sidetrack. I'm sorry. But it's important. The Flowscoper family is a big family, and we're close. You're right, Nature Scoper. Absolutely. Eric, you're absolutely right. You know, one other thought I want to say about that. We don't really know. See, the interesting thing is that we make all these hypotheses and we live in this thing called time, and it's kind of been a theme this week, and this is a beautiful occurrence that the universe has delivered for us to think about. And so there's this hypothesis of time that we live in, right? I mean, pretty soon I got to go because I want to go have my dinner and I need to do my postings for tonight for my challenge group, and I want to get into bed in time to have a good night's sleep and get up tomorrow morning and do the morning scope and be there at 7 a.m. And we have this hypothesis, and oftentimes in an effort to create certain value in the world, we work with this medium that we call time. But the reality of the matter is this: for us, there is only now. A bunch of perpetual nows, a bunch of constant nows, but really there only ever will be right now. And so no matter when we
are where we are. We are where we are now. Hopefully that makes sense. Well, anyway, I hope you guys have had a beautiful evening, and what a gorgeous and magnificent day. In honor of Jamie's friend, you know, we were featured on Catch Picks today. I think that was one thing that maybe the friend helped out with, and we hit a couple of milestones like 2,000 hearts and 2.5 million hearts and 2,000 followers, hopefully, when we're done with this. And we must use this opportunity to evaluate how we're living now. Flowscope.tv is a project for and about humanity, human growth, human revolution, a revolution of consciousness, of ethics, of integrity. And so what a great opportunity for us to reflect on what it means to be alive now. And the fact that forever, every one of our effects will be alive. So yes, I'm going to switch subjects. You're right, Dale. Back to the goal of 3 million hearts by Sunday. In honor of Jamie's friend who passed, in honor of this interesting day and evening, we have 3 million hearts goal set by Dale that we're going to shoot for by Sunday. And we're going to have 2.5 million tonight and 2,000 followers. Our goal for the end of the week is going to happen tonight. And you know what? Before we know it, the Catch.me feature is awesome and amazing. And I really shout out to the guys at Catch. And I love what they do and the fact that they have all of our replays archived. But the next step is a feature or a trending on Periscope, the app itself. And so I'm going to work real hard to do that so that we can raise this family and grow this family, this magnificent family that we call the Flowscoper family. So I'm going to cut this short now. I'm going to end it at this point. But I hope you guys have a beautiful and magnificent Tuesday night. And I will see you tomorrow morning live again at 6:45 approximately a.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the morning wake up. And we'll have a beautiful sunrise, I'm sure. As we do every day, the universe shows us something beautiful, something magnificent to see. And we'll be together. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. And if you missed it, go back and watch the replay. It'll be live for 24 hours here on Periscope. And you can catch the replays and all the 500 and plus, I think 525 archived replays at catch.me, KATCH.me. And don't forget to visit there and check out our featured scope, Catch Picks featured scope, and watch it at least once so we get the count, and the count goes up, and maybe we'll be in their featured newsletter for the week. Who knows? And God bless everybody. I hope, Jamie, you are okay. If I can do anything for you, I hope you'll reach out to me tonight. It's no problem. Yeah, not just a trending, Janae. We were featured. Catch Picks featured us today. So yes, we trended. We've been trending about 4 or 5 times over the past couple of weeks, but we actually were featured by Catch and put at the top of their page. So that was kind of amazing. And congratulations to the Flowscope family. You guys mean so much to me. And thank you for all the hearts, the love, the joy, and we'll see you guys again in the morning. Flowscope.tv, a project for and about humanity. I love you guys. Have a beautiful Tuesday evening. Celebrate the life and live for now. Good night, everybody. I love you guys. Have a beautiful night. Thanks for all you do. Thank you, Kirk. You're the best. Flowscope.tv. We dedicate this scope to Jamie's friend who passed away. Thank you, Dale. Have a great evening.